Live.
Hello,
Hello, happy
happy Sunday.
Sunday.
Happy
Happy Valentine's.
Valentine's.
So, um, if you're watching tonight, so just comment in the comment section and tell us where you're from so that we can greet you online or
Yes.
live.
If you're in Manila, let us know. If you're in Calgary, let us know. If you're in Antarctica, let us know. So remember, today is Valentine's Day. Not everybody is celebrating it, but most people do. So we have several kinds of love. We have erotic love, so that's romantic love between boyfriend and girlfriends or your spouse. And then we have filial love, love for your friends or your parents. And then we also have self-love. So that's what we call philosia.
Philosia.
And the most important love of all is the unconditional love from
God.
Yes, from up there.
So type in the comment section where you're from so that we can see and we can greet you online.
We can do shout out for you.
We can do shout out.
So for tonight, it is just fitting to invite this gentleman because he is so passionate. Like he sets aside time for his passion and convictions, and he also makes it a priority to make it a priority in his life. So, of course, another thing that we admire from this gentleman is his love for his craft, like videography, and he loves also.
Oh, the hobbies is his videography. I've seen his video, and comparing this from our previous guests, where they have families and kids.
But this one, he is a gentleman, and he's living a life, a good life. Okay, so let's welcome Mr. Let's go welcome Mr. Ian Chu.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you on the house tonight.
Thank you very much. Thanks, John and Nikki, for inviting me today. It's a pleasure to be able to join you here on your show.
Yeah. So first of all, how are you, Ian?
Good. Yeah. Okay naman po. I don't know. Just do people speak Tagalog here? Do I have to speak English?
Yeah.
English?
Okay,
I'll speak English, but just so everyone. Yeah. So yeah, things are okay. Things have been good. Yeah, I was really happy to know that John and Nikki are right here from my very hometown here in Calgary, Alberta. So it's really nice to have people who are like my neighbors. So especially now, it's really cold where we are right now.
Yeah.
It's if you've never experienced cold winter, well, come here and and freeze.
Come here and freeze and feel the bone chilling weather.
Yes,
polar
exactly.
Well, congratulations on your action taker this month.
Thank you. Yes, that's very exciting. And you know what? Especially being fairly new to my own business, it's always exciting to have and see progress for all the hard work that you do, right? I'm sure you guys have experienced that well as too. So
yeah,
it's really fun.
A while ago, we went to do our grocery shopping, and then all of a sudden
I connected in the internet, and then all of a sudden I hear the sound and boom.
He thought
and then she's I didn't know that she's doing the live thing, and then and then she come to me and said, so I told her, hey, we got somebody who got interested.
Oh, nice. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
We call them leads in our digital business world, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen one of your videos. It's like really, it's so good. The lighting was really good. I think I need some
tutorial.
tutorial on how to do this.
Sure, no problem. Pwede
Yeah,
tayo mag-tutorial anytime.
yeah, because I love videography as well.
Oh,
And
nice.
photography too.
Yeah, but it's just that all self
Taught.
guided,
Yeah,
self
me
taught.
too. Self-taught also. Yeah, just learn on your own, right? So
Oh, we
All
got some
right.
viewers. Hi,
Hi,
Paolo,
Paolo and
Siosan, and
Eunice,
John
John Eunice.
Eunice. Hi, hi,
ayan,
hi from Calgary.
ayan, Jan and Paolo, hello.
Oh, Paolo, I sent you a message, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you haven't checked it. Maybe you should check it so that we can connect.
Okay, let's go start.
All right,
For
so
sure.
let's ask
The very first
the
question.
very first question to Ian. So the question is, what made you start an online business? What is your
What
strong driving force,
are
if you have
your
any?
motivations?
Hmm.
Because with our past guests, of course, they have children and families, so
Mhm.
that's mostly their own. Like, how
Yeah.
about you? Like, we don't have children of our own too. So, what's yours?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about my story. So, yeah, like most, I wasn't really in a hurry to get married, right? So, I've always liked to pursue a lot of my goals first.
Mhm.
Many things, not just personal, but also work too. So for me, having like many people too, you have a chance to build your career for a little bit. Um, and the thing is, it doesn't matter what you do in your job. The more time you spend, developing your skills, doing well at your career, they end up demanding more time from you, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's always the key. That's always the thing. You have to work more to get more, right? That's always how it is. And me personally as well, I have a lot of different things that are important to me as well too. So like I was telling you guys before, my ministry is also very important to me since
Yeah.
I was younger, and since I was maybe 23 years old, I've been doing voluntary,
Oh,
religious volunteer work almost full time when I'm not working. So um, to me, in order to support that, which is number one for me, I needed something, right? Because I can keep working,
mhm.
but
yeah,
then look what happened last year, pandemic,
yeah,
right? And so many people lost their job, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
So
And
I
everybody got
yeah,
surprised.
including me.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And what happens if you have a good job yesterday, tomorrow it can disappear,
Yeah,
right? So I started thinking, you know what? I wish I could do something and build for myself. Because I've actually always been looking for something, and to be honest, I've actually tried doing my online business last year. I tried doing
Oh,
a drop
really?
shipping company. Um,
Dropshipping?
yeah,
Yeah.
e-commerce. So for those who are familiar, e-commerce is so popular now. Everybody buys
Yeah.
things on the internet. So I
True.
tried setting up my own business. I did my own website. I did my own email campaigns.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
you
I put
have
up
to
my
do
own
it
store.
separately?
You have to do everything separately. Yeah, everything is manual. If you don't
Mhm.
have guidance, you have to set up
Mhm.
everything. But the problem was I didn't have anyone to support me, right? No support, no mentorship, no
wow,
advice on how to do anything. So to be honest, it didn't last very long because I was doing it on the side with my job too. So I've been looking talaga. I've been searching for something really to do. And then like a lot of us, if I think a lot of us have the drive to want to learn how to do something and then do it well. It's like any hobby. You can pick it up,
Yeah.
learn
yeah,
how to
yeah,
do it. But like with business, sometimes it's like, you know what, you want to put all your effort into something, work hard for it, and
yeah,
then see the results yourself. So um, with a job, you can do that, but who are you doing it for? You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for someone else, right?
yeah, exactly.
True. It's
Yeah,
like, of course, you're doing it for the CEO,
yeah,
for your supervisors. Yeah,
Yeah, of
we've been
course.
there for your managers. Like, we've been employees too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you
we
know,
are employees our lives,
yeah,
Yeah.
especially supervisor trying to boss us, trying to tell us, trying to dictate what they want to do.
Hmm.
So it's like it's really hard. Yeah.
but you learn certain skills on an employee level, and then
Yeah.
when you go venture on your own, you learn another set of skills.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the thing, companies don't have loyalty to you. You know what? If it comes to the
No, no,
time,
no. Yeah.
yeah, it comes to the time you're a liability, like your overhead.
Yeah.
See
You're
you.
old.
Goodbye.
Let's say you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
As,
Like
know?
as an employee, we are overheads because,
they pay us.
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's how you run a business. You should know how to balance your employee, their work hours.
Mhm.
You're paying employees too, right?
Exactly. So it's like, you know what? You put in so much effort, you spend so much time working, but in the end, right, you could spend the next, for most of us here in Canada, till you're 65 working. And
Yes.
then and then
I
what
don't
would
like
you No,
that.
nobody wants
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Right?
especially if
Yeah.
you're like an immigrant, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Course,
Exactly.
your let's say your pension would be different. It will be
Less.
rated according to when you arrived in Canada and you started working. If you arrived in Canada later on your life, then they will have to compute the pension according to when you started working here, compared when you start working here very early, like when you started in 18. Of course, you will get more when you reach that certain age.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
but we came here like 13 years ago only, so the pension is not gonna be that big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I suppose.
Yeah. Exactly. You have to live a full term here in order to. But then you know what? How old are you then? But then you're older. We're old already by that time, and you only have so many few years to enjoy your life already, right? Or do what you want to do. And maybe even after retiring, I've seen people, they don't know what to do, right? So they
Yeah.
keep working. It's funny. So for me, I started searching. I needed
Mhm.
something that I could put my efforts and talents. And here's another thing. We all. I think there's a good amount of people who find jobs that they love doing.
Yeah.
Like I like my job. I'm say I'm fairly good at it, but do I love it? No.
About your family?
No.
It's
Like
telling you
even in
that,
the,
to be honest.
Eh, tanong, is it a job that I love doing? Not really, but I do it anyway because
Yeah.
this is what you have to do to get by, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're fortunate enough to find something you love doing, then good on you. But I think, honest opinion, a majority aren't in lines of work that they maybe love to do,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
pays the bills, right?
Yeah.
So for me, another force was I want to do something that I love doing, right? Who doesn't, who gets, I'm tired on Sunday. I don't want to wake up on Monday morning, early in the morning, go to work. Diba?
Oh, on a
It's
minus
tiring.
30 degrees.
Yeah, something
Speaking,
winter.
it's
Ay,
Monday.
Diyos
Speaking, it's
ko.
On it
Monday.
tomorrow.
Monday in the Philippines right now.
Yeah. So yeah. So those who are watching now, see, you know what it feels like.
Yeah.
You have to work today, and we're gonna catch up to you tomorrow. But that's the feeling, right? So if there was something out there that can get me out of this cycle that you only start realizing when you start to get older. Because when
Yeah.
you're young,
Yeah.
you're so excited to build a career, you
Yeah,
want to
you're
do
easy
so
go
many
lucky.
things, but then the reality sets in.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
exactly.
It's a
true. Like,
cycle. You do it every day. And depending on how you live, diba, if you have lots of things you're paying for, you have to survive. If you have family, you have to pay, so many things. Where are you going to get all of this from, right? You either have to work or work more, get more jobs to do it. And like we said, what you lose as you get older, the time. You lose
yeah, the
time.
time. Yeah,
Exactly.
if we are on our like 10 years, like we work and work, and then of course we didn't have time. But if we
Mm,
get older, we get the this, but we didn't get the opportunity to do what we love. So
Yeah.
we should
And
have to have that balance.
exactly. And let's admit
Yeah.
your back starts hurting, your body starts hurting. You start
Ah,
getting older.
My next question to you, Ian, is
Yes.
how did you hear about this online opportunity?
Yeah, so I didn't hear it from anyone specifically, but like I think many of us, as the system proves, I just saw it through an online video ad. So to
Mhm.
be honest, I started seeing them. I wasn't really too much into a lot of my social media, so it took a while. But I started seeing a few of these on
no.
YouTube at a certain point. And I think it was just sometime like during the COVID times last year, when I was actually searching, I came across a video ad of
Mhm.
a fellow Filipino, right? So I said, you know what, I'm only watching this because they're like me, right? If it was anybody else, I wouldn't have
You want, yeah.
continued, but I was curious, right? So they were living a life they were on the beach having a good time, and they were taking their business with them, and I said, okay, what's this? I want to know more. So that's how I started. That's how I started looking into it.
Yeah. Okay. So because I was also looking for a change since 2019, and then I saw this webinar. So I think my follow-up question to you is, can you please tell our viewers the importance of watching this free webinar? Do you think they can learn something from it?
Yeah. Can they
Yeah.
get value from it even if they don't like commit after?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I think you can compare it to anything else. Like now we live in an age where online education is like the key thing. You want to learn something, where
Go
do you go? Yeah,
online.
you go to YouTube, you search YouTube, right?
Yeah.
You look up online courses on different websites, and many times you subscribe and take a look at it. So, but with an online business, it's interesting because if you try and search and search and search, you're not going to find very much information, um, unless you actually find something that provides the information to you, right? So
Like in a
um,
whole package.
yeah, in a whole package, right? I always tell people it's very hard. Like when my experience with online business before, you don't find all the information in one place. It's all over the place, right? And that's
Mhm.
what's hard about it. I didn't see Janina is here.
Right,
Yeah.
Michelle. Wow,
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, so it's really hard to find all the information in one place. So a webinar is a perfect place to take in knowledge, right? And you can sit through it, you can take in the information, and its purpose is to just help you understand, right? What is the online space all about? Right? You gotta get an introduction to it. Many people will ask, okay, how do you do it? I get that question all the time, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like,
too.
how? Right? But you can't explain an entire business in just a few sentences on
Yeah.
chat
Exactly. Yeah.
or
Yeah,
email, right? Like,
true.
can I teach you how to do math or drive a car by simply just telling you through chat how to do it? No, you don't. You have to take a class, right? So, similarly, learning about an online business through like something like a free webinar is important, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because you can introduce yourself to what is involved, right? What it is do you need, right? And you might even hear from people who are already doing it to help you, decide whether it's something for you. So, for
Yeah,
those who haven't, watched a webinar or a workshop before, I encourage you do it. Right?
yeah,
There's
do it. Like,
nothing for you to lose. If you don't like it, then okay, go.
not for you. And there are many kinds of online businesses right
Yeah,
now. So,
exactly.
yeah, like if you put it this way, if you wanted to learn basketball, you don't go to a swimming coach. Right? That doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to, what else? To ride a car, you don't go to a horse driving coach. Because that's different too.
Yeah, exactly. right?
Mhm.
So and there's nothing else, there's nothing you need to do. You're just registering. I mean, who of us haven't registered for things through our email before? We've all done it, right? So if you can learn something from a free workshop, why not take it in? And at the end of the day, it's still up to you, right? You
Yeah,
get to
yeah. Right.
decide
Yeah,
whether you want it or
there's
not.
there's no pressure. Like
Oh,
let's say you watch the webinar and then you think that, oh, that's not doable. I'm done. So no questions asked. As long as we impart to you the knowledge,
Mhm.
it's really up to you if you don't want to do it.
yeah. And here's I just want to share one more thing. Here's an interesting thing someone I heard once said. She said that, you know what, so many people are interested in starting an online business, but they're not interested in putting any work in.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. So
that's the
educating
trend.
yourself, yeah, educating yourself is part of learning, right?
Mhm.
So you can't just expect to sit down and then just start an online
Yeah,
business
And then
and
absorb
just
and
it.
do nothing.
wait for the miracle.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to do something. So start by just educating yourself, right? If
Yeah,
you really want to learn how an online business works today in 2021, educate yourself first. And the only way you can do that is by watching a free workshop. I challenge you, find go find something else anywhere else that will give you all the information in one place. You're not going to find it. I guarantee you. So, because I've tried, I've looked already. So,
yeah. I think I've done the same.
yeah.
So my next question is, as a service agent, what were your thoughts regarding the legitimacy of this business venture?
Sure. Yeah. So, for those who don't know what I do, yeah, so I work for the government of Canada as a public servant. And as you can surmise, I work for the man
Yeah.
in our country. So, yeah, many people ask the question, yeah, is our business legit? Is it a scam? Well, you know what? A sign of a legitimate business is if you have to pay taxes on what you earn, right? So, one of the things that you'll find is when you do an online business here, they issue an actual tax slip, right?
Mhm.
So you actually get for those familiar here in Canada, they issue you a T4A slip
Yeah.
for any money that you make on your online business. So all these companies are tracked by the agency here in Canada. So that alone tells you that, yeah, it's a legitimate entity. Also, for those wondering, it's also a registered business under BBB, the Better Business Bureau. So obviously, these companies who are certified under this are trustworthy, right? You can look them up on the internet, check out their reliability, their legitimacy, and easily you'll find it there, right?
Yeah,
So, for those wondering if it's real, absolutely, it's a real business. You got to manage your own expenses. You
Mhm.
got to do your own taxes on it. So it's the whole 9 yards.
There
yeah.
you go,
Coming from a
guys.
stock service guy.
Coming from Mr. Ian Chu.
Exactly.
Now you know, okay? You don't have to send us messages that this is a scam.
No, because I've seen in the chat room, I've seen people who are not still who are still fancy and then asking questions about are you
Because
guys real? Are you guys uh, legitimate? So questions
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
yeah,
here's what I'll say to those who reason like that. So often, and I'm going to be fair because you know what, as working with the agency, security and getting scammed is something very common to our business, and people are worried
Mhm.
about their security.
Of
I
course.
always tell people you're only going to get scammed if you don't teach yourself or educate yourself about
Yeah.
it, right?
As
If you jump into something,
yes.
if you jump into something that you don't know about and
You
you
should
found out it was wrong, then whose fault is that? It's
you.
only your own. Exactly. That is the fair and hard truth about it. But if you learn everything about it, you do your own research, answer the questions that you have in your mind about whether it's real or not, or is this some sort of other type of online funny monkey business, then you're going to see for yourself that, like many of us who do our research and diligence, you'll find that this is actually real, right? So you have nothing to worry about. But again, if you just simply ask the question without doing any research, then how can you honestly say an answer to yourself whether it's real or not? You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can.
Yeah.
You could tell me that it's real. Someone could tell me it's real, but are you going to be convinced unless you see the facts for yourself? No,
No,
right?
because they haven't
So
taken the next step
no.
after watching the
Exactly.
webinar.
But that's the thing. Nobody wants to make the effort to do it. So
Yeah.
I encourage again those, if you're wondering, if you have doubts, do your research, look into it, and ask the people who can give you the information to the questions you want. They'll give it to you, right?
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
see for yourself whether it's real.
Mm-hmm.
So another.
Thank you, Ian, for
Yeah,
validating.
no problem.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So another question, because we've learned, or Nikki actually learned, you
Oh,
have
hi, Justin.
yeah,
Justin, hello.
you have a degree in software engineering, enjoys videography as a hobby. Do you think regular people need to have specialized skills or tech skills to run this business?
A very good question, right? And you're right. Many people ask me about this as well. They're like, well, I'm not tech savvy. I don't have experience with business. Can I do this?
Yeah.
Now, coming from someone who has some background in it, sure, it helps if you know something about it, right?
Mhm.
Like for myself, I was able to explore trying to do it myself. So I had I had some experience. But what I also found was, on the other hand, when I first came into it, I said, okay, how hard is this going to be? Because I remember how hard it was doing it myself.
Yeah.
What about the person who's just an everyday person,
Yeah. Just
right?
a
Could they do it? Well, you'd be pleasantly surprised that the system is built in a way where even the most, as long as if you can use your own cell phone, like if you play around on your phone or you have a laptop, you just have to follow the video, right? The video education, right? I mean, if you can watch a YouTube tutorial and learn how to do many different things like cook, build this, or do that, then you know what? You can follow a video series on how to start your online business. And what's amazing is it's there. The instruction is complete. You don't really have to go very far. Everything is there in one place. You can simply hit play, take in the knowledge, and apply it immediately. Like, you can literally put up your business within days. If you have the drive to learn and just suck everything in, you can have it set up within a week.
And
Yeah.
and if they are patient enough, right?
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe you're a little bit slower, right?
Mhm,
That's
yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
Many people who do online businesses, they'll say, what, I got set up within, a month, 2 months, 3 weeks.
Like me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. The important thing is you sit down,
So much time.
yeah, and you learn, right? But the nice thing is you don't have to go anywhere else. The instruction is all there for you.
Only there, yeah.
You don't have to, and then you have the people, right?
Yeah,
You have mentors, you have coaches who guide you, and that's super key, to fill in the gaps of
Yeah.
what you don't understand. And that's
Yeah,
the beauty of this system, is anybody can do it. Old, young,
Yeah.
right?
Not
No
so old,
experience.
not so young.
As long as
Exactly.
they are 18 and above.
Exactly, that's true. That is true. The 18 first.
Yeah, I remember April said she's just using her phone
Yeah,
when she
her
started the business.
smartphone to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't need any
Yeah.
ring light. You don't need any uh, two grand laptop to
No.
start business. As long as
Mhm.
you can connect to the internet, you can do it.
But then
Exactly.
as you go along, you can improve what you have.
Yeah. It's like YouTubers, you see, they start off, and then as they progress in their channel, their stuff gets nicer, right? Nicer camera, nicer lights.
Yes.
So, but you know what? As long as you have the drive to want to do it, you can do anything,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's
Do anything.
Drive and the desire.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can make it happen.
So, is there any change in your life
What's
financial, personal.
what's your biggest result so far?
Yeah, so I
Since you
think for
started.
me, personally, it's a change in mindset. I think personal
Yeah,
development is big when you start your own business,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because it's confidence. Like one, how can I put myself in front of other people? You know, hundreds and
Mhm.
thousands of people out there. How do I speak to large groups if I have to?
yeah,
Am I good enough? Right? Can
yeah,
I do this? I'm just a simple person. Can I do this business?
yeah,
I think the process, the journey of starting your own business really helps you to become a better person, right?
yeah,
So I
yeah,
think
yeah,
for
exactly.
me, just in the short time that I've been doing business, I've changed a lot already, right? You
Yeah,
connect with
Nice.
people,
Yes.
um, you become more positive for yourself, right? And when you start believing and when you're appreciative of what you have every day, you start noticing that things start to happen,
Yes.
right? You start
That's
becoming
good.
more driven to do more things tomorrow, to do things better, to do things differently,
Mm-hmm.
right? Again, you know what? I think most of us get into it for the financial benefits, but you know what? That's not all. That's not all what it is, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's personal satisfaction that whatever effort you put in, you get out equally if you put your heart into it, right? And you learn so many
Yes.
skills. You get to know so many people from around the world. So I think aside from the financial benefits to it, you gain so much more at the same time, right? Another thing is I used to work full time for my job. I only work part time now because I'm trying to pursue my business 100%.
That's good.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
Congratulations.
yeah. So I firmly believe in the system. So of course I still need a job for now, but you know what? The road is there.
Eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the path is
yeah,
clear, right? I
Mm,
know where I want to get. I want to retire in my 30s, right? And
yeah.
that's
yeah.
at a goal that many don't think is possible. But you know what? Here,
It's
possible,
possible. It's
yeah,
possible.
Yes.
Look at the
possible.
April and
Yeah.
Justine.
In
Exactly.
your early 30s.
Yeah,
Yeah, early 30s, right? You set the limit on where
Yeah.
you want to go, right? And again, you know what? As human beings, we are so, we're biologically wired to not want to cross our comfort zone. You know what? You might be thinking, I love my job. It's secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like the Albiso said, you put a limit on it. You set how where your dream ends, right? So if your
Yeah.
paycheck is where your dream ends, then that's up to you, right? But if your dream is bigger than that, then grab it,
Yeah.
chase
yeah,
it,
You don't
right?
shrink your dream
Yeah, you don't
to
shrink your dream.
the
Exactly.
limitations that you created for
Yeah.
yourself.
And I can clearly say, like you guys, that this is the channel for you to do it. It's one to have a dream, but you need to know how. How do I get there though? And you'll
Yes.
find that in this online business, because you have control, the technology is there to do it to help you get there.
Mm-hmm.
You can attain what it is you want to attain. It's there. It's
yeah.
possible. It's reachable, right? So
So yeah, since yeah, the reason one of the reasons why people are having skepticism about the online business, it's because they don't know what they're gonna see at the other end of the tunnel,
yeah.
and people are just like us. So when they join, they think that the following day you're gonna be millionaire right away, right? So
Yeah,
so in your case, Ian, how do you overcome the challenges in this
of
journey?
course. Yeah. So there's a few lessons that I've learned that are key to a business like this. One is never compare yourself to other people, right?
Yeah,
There'll always be people who are successful, but you should use them as motivating factors, but not
yeah,
something for you to feel like I'm not good enough, right? That is always a challenge. Again, our always our enemy is ourself all the time,
oh yeah,
right? And
We're
you're
not,
gonna, yeah,
yeah, sorry, we're not in competition with
yeah, we're
each
not.
other.
No,
Yeah.
we celebrate each other's
Mm-hmm.
victories.
yeah,
We are happy for one another, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing you're going to encounter doing your own business is failure. Okay, so it's inevitable, right? It's not a
Yeah.
question of when, of if, it's when, right? You're
Yeah.
absolutely going to fail 100%. Now, I'm not saying that as a negative, I'm saying that as a positive, because the only time you fail is if you quit, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
But
exactly.
if you
Oh, I
never
like
quit,
that.
yeah, if
I
you
like
never
that.
quit and you keep going,
Moving
then you will
forward.
be and find success. Like for me, I've tried so many things in just a short time. Like some of my teammates know this. Like I've tried so many things. I failed many times already. Something I felt was good was not good enough, right? It didn't work, right? But you know what? I'll steal, Ariana Grande's song title. Thank you. Next. Just
Thank
go to
you.
the next. just just
Yes,
forget about it. You know
that's
what?
true.
Thank
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
yeah. Brush off
Mhm.
your failure,
Move
start
on.
anew,
Yeah.
move on, and try
Try
something
again.
else.
Yeah.
Exactly. And by doing that, you find success, right?
Yeah.
One of these days, what one thing you've learned, you just gather your experiences, turn it into something new, and all of a sudden you're going to find, boom,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
there's the success all of a sudden,
Yeah.
right?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've never seen a successful businessman who never fails. It's like
Mhm.
everybody fails, but yeah, the good thing is that
If
you're
you
going to fail if you're not gonna come back,
try.
try other things.
Yeah.
It's like McDonald's. It's like Jollibee franchises.
Mhm.
They didn't get success overnight.
Yeah.
It takes them a while before they can say that, oh, we are successful, right?
Hi, Kevin. Thank you for
Kevin,
watching. And
MJ, hello.
Kevin, oh, any
Yes.
relation to Nico Lapid?
Yeah.
Another thing I'll say is, just to enjoy your journey too. You know, like I said, it's not something you're gonna turn into something overnight miraculously.
No,
Um,
no.
I
Yeah.
always give the comparison, for someone who works in a career, a professional career, you make the choice. You want 2 to 5 years for yourself, or
Mm-hmm.
25 to 30 years for someone else,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So if you're willing to give 2 to 5 years for yourself, something that you can enjoy, you build for yourself, then why don't you do it, right? Enjoy your journey, right? Enjoy who you become, enjoy what you build, and I think overall, that's overcoming the challenges as a business owner, right? Again, it's mostly all personal. It's all in your own mind,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yes.
Hi, May Lenny,
And MJ.
MJ
Hello,
Murata.
hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
hello.
yes.
Thank you for thank
Hi,
you for staying with us.
Yes. Yeah, like um Walt Disney. Like he didn't build Disneyland in one day.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
When he started creating the Walt Disney Studio, he had challenges, and
he was broke.
he was
He
broke. A
was
lot of
broke.
investors turned him down, and on the very end, I think when he was traveling from LA going back to his place, and then when that's the time that he saw an epiphany of Mickey Mouse Montgomery's
yeah.
Mouse, and from there he built his own studio. And then when he was trying to sell the idea of putting an amusement park, nobody believed in them. But look at Disney now, like how many amusement parks they have all
In
over
the
the
world.
world.
Mhm.
And it's done.
And
But
McDonald's.
yeah, and McDonald's is a
McDonald's.
different story. Of course, like it's
The founder. So we've watched the founder. We've watched the
Oh yeah,
yeah,
on Netflix, right? Yeah.
Disney before
there
Disney before Mickey.
Walt
Oh
before
wait, Walt
Mickey.
before
Yeah,
Mickey.
there are so good, movies that portray the life of the businesses that all those millionaires right now,
Yeah,
and
and
we learn from them.
the movie of
Yeah,
Steve Jobs,
Exactly.
yes, and Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. Yeah,
Exactly. Everyone fails,
yeah,
Mhm.
everybody fails. So our last question to you, Ian, is what can you share our advice to those planning or thinking about starting this
Their
digital
own,
business
yeah, their own digital
franchise?
business franchise.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we just go back to the basics. For all of you who have been thinking about it, there's a reason why you chose to look into something like this,
Yeah.
right? Everyone has a reason. As they say, you have a why reason why you think you want to start something, right? But then you have all these, uncertainties. You're not sure. And
Mhm.
that's okay. You know what? If you didn't have those uncertainties, then there's something wrong with you. Right? It's normal to feel skeptic about something. That's how you should feel. You should always want to look into something thoroughly. So, but then again, you can't let fear prevent you, right? You can't
Yeah,
let fear stop you, right? Because the greatest people in the world didn't get to where they are without taking certain risks in their life.
it's true.
But
Yeah, there,
when it
there are
comes,
no guarantees in
yeah,
this.
exactly. No
You
guarantees,
never
but
know.
you can learn, right?
Yeah.
And like we said, if you don't learn how it works, what's involved, how do you
Mhm.
do this? Is it something for you? Then how can you make a decision? You're never going to be able to make a decision. Like they say, doing something is better than doing nothing. But if you do nothing,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're not going to go anywhere, right?
No,
So
you're
I
stuck. You're
challenge every
stagnant.
single person. Yeah, you know what? Do your diligence, research,
Yeah.
ask
Research.
people, diligent, ask many questions, ask all the questions that you want, right? But again, you have
Yeah.
to take action. You can't just sit and expect the answers to magically come to
Oh
you
yeah. Yeah.
and
And,
Yeah.
and you
understand
have,
everything
yeah,
in
and
just a
you
few
have,
sentences.
and also you have to ask the right
Ask
questions.
the right questions. Yeah,
Yeah, so you,
exactly.
you can get the answers that you really need.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or join the webinar and then ask the admin
Yeah, on the live
your questions in the
exactly.
live
live
webinar,
chat
the
call.
admin
Yeah.
answers it.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
reason why we do it live, because we want you to ask questions. We want
Yeah.
you to drill us really well so that you can get that confidence to learn what it is you need to do.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, take it from someone like me, as it says, none of us here joined or started a business because we didn't understand, right? Even the smartest educated people, you know what, they still do their diligence to learn what it is they're getting into. I took the time to learn,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? And in the end, personally, for me, I felt that this is where the opportunity is,
Yeah.
right? So, like many of us here, guys, if you're still thinking about it or wondering, you know what, we're here for you, right? Take the next step. Do
Yeah,
your
you
diligence.
can see our faces.
Yeah, we're not hiding from you. We're
Yeah,
here.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
we're both
We're here.
from Calgary.
Exactly, right? I don't want you to come to my house right away, and but you know what? We're
And
in a
not
world
you.
where we can connect. Yeah, we can connect easily online and collaborate with one another.
Yes.
Um, and it's only possible because of the times we're living in now. Like I said, the time is ripe now. There's no
Mm-hmm.
other better time in history to start an online business than now.
Then now, yeah,
Now,
exactly.
right? And if you haven't thought about that, think about that right now, right? Because what's happening with the world, this is it, guys. This is where the world is. This is the
Right.
direction the world is turning.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
this is a part of the new normal,
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I tell you, if you're not thinking about these things now, it's going to bug you for a while, right? You're going to have one of those moments where you pass on it and you're going to say, what
Why
if?
I didn't act on it?
Yeah. And like I say, with the system, you can satisfy the what if, learn. And again, if it's not for you, no one's saying you have to do anything, right? You have the guarantee. There's no risk involved. We
Mhm.
believe in the system so much
Yeah,
that if you're not happy with it, even after learning everything about how the online business works, then you can walk away. No problem.
yeah. No questions asked.
It's like you're buying your favorite Jordans or your
Yeah.
favorite Nike shoes, like and then you get a receipt where
You
there's like
have
a
15 or 30 days
30-day returns.
Return.
or
You know my best
exchange.
illustration of this? We're literally Costco. You can buy anything from Costco and return it within, what is it, 90 days? Even if you use it. It boggles my mind that people buy things from there, use it for like 3 months, and then return it in used condition. And Costco says, here, they'll give you your money back, no questions asked.
Even used. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, people do it all the time.
Oh my god.
They learn something from me. So,
We've learned lots.
guys, like that's the same guarantee the online business space has. You can take everything in. We're giving it to you. And again, if you still feel it's not something for you, then it's okay, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely okay. We're just happy that you saw the opportunity and you didn't have to feel what if, right?
What if? Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my god. It's like, oh my god.
Okay, Ian.
I just wanna read the Justin's
Oh, hi, Justin. April eating out in Boston Pizza.
I want some pizza.
the interview.
Me too.
Kevin.
What did Kevin say? Oh yeah,
Yes, like
so
you
better
resonate.
time.
There's no better time.
Exactly. No better time but now. Exactly.
So Ian, how do you see yourself on the short term, like 5 years from now?
Yeah, well, by that time, I see myself being successful here already.
Yes.
I mean, short-term goals, we want to be realistic, right? So soon, my first immediate goal is I'm going to fire my boss very soon, right? I have no doubt in my mind that is going to happen. And that's what I want to help other people to achieve, right? Get out of your work and work for yourself, right? And of course, with my spiritual goals, the reason I wanted to do this, I want to go to another country once COVID traveling is back, and I want to serve other people there and help
like mission
in their
work?
spiritual life. Yeah, exactly,
Oh,
and not just their financial life, right? So I mean, those are my biggest goals in life now. But for now, while we're still in lockdown and we're stuck at home, you know what? We're gonna hustle. We're gonna
let's enjoy every moment of being.
We're gonna enjoy and make being at home something.
Running a digital business.
Okay.
Wait, Ian. A few more. Have you considered working as a DJ? Radio host?
So no, not yet, but people have commented a lot of times that I could do it. I've done a radio commercial back in the Philippines once.
Oh,
it's not
really?
Yeah, I've actually tried online streaming earlier last year. Again, I say we're all looking for something, right? So I thought I could do these things on the side, but a lot of these things require, again, a lot of energy, a lot of effort to get into, but nothing comes close to the opportunity that I found here. Right? And this is where I choose to put my talents and my energies, because I can see the potential of what's here, right? And hopefully you guys all of you watching can also see that as well too, right?
Yep, let's claim it.
So Ian, would you like to promote your page?
Sure.
Or while we're live right now, invite them.
Yeah, sure, guys. You know what? First of all, I'd want to thank John and Nikki for inviting me here today. They're amazing people. So if you're watching here today on their stream, first of all, you know what? Show them some love. Check out the opportunity. You check out the webinar and watch their link as well too. And again, I invite you. I don't really expect you to do anything, but you know what? If you want to become friends, get to know me a little bit, get to know what I do as a person. I like to travel a lot. So if you come to my page, you'll find a lot of travel videos. Like John said, I'm a videographer. That's another thing I'd like to do is when things are okay, I'd like to travel the world. Make travel videos is one of my passions. So I like to share that with other people in the experience with my friends and family. But my page right now has a lot of content like that. So absolutely, you know what? Come over, experience What I have to share is a talent. And yeah, for anyone curious about how this online business works, just reach out to any one of us,
Yes.
and we'll be happy to give you more information.
Oh, thank you so much, Ian. One more, very last question. What drone are you using? I'm
Oh,
just wondering.
drone. Yeah, I just use a Mavic Mini, right? So for those who are interested in videography, it's very strict here in Canada, so you can't really
Yeah.
fly a drone. But
That's
I'm raising my hands up. I'm raising my hands up.
yeah, but you can fly a subpar 250-gram drone, which is a smaller one.
Yeah.
So things like the Mavic Mini allow you to do that as long as you're not in the city with people around, and you're not in national parks. But other than that,
Yeah.
you can still fly. I would just say, just don't get caught. Don't tattletale on me now, but just don't get caught, guys. But you can do it though.
Well, there you go, guys. Of course, just what Mr. Ian Chu here have shared with us regarding his passion and setting limitations upon ourselves and
the business and the challenges that he has and
having a strong mindset.
is the key
Yes.
to this business. It's not I joined today, I'm rich tomorrow. It's not that.
Yeah,
It takes
doesn't
time.
work like
yeah,
that.
it doesn't work like that. So it takes time.
Exactly.
And of course, he just validated the legitimacy of our business, so you can check him out and or us out if whatever is comfortable
Whatever works for you. Yeah.
So yeah, so thank you, Mr. Ian, for
Thank you.
gracing our
gracing
night
our
tonight.
night
Thank you
tonight.
for the love.
I really appreciate you.
And so you guys watching us will announce our next live stream, okay? So make sure you tune in again. See you and have a good night. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't
Happy
forget.
Valentine's Day.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.